Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving into the political currents shaping post-election South Africa, with a special focus on a significant by-election result from Mpumalanga that might just be a sneak preview of the political dynamics we can expect heading into the 2026 local government elections. We're talking about Ward 18 in the Thembisile Hani Local Municipality, also known as the Visible Thokozani Ward, where the African National Congress, or ANC, has once again shown its staying power, defending its turf with a solid 73% of the vote. That's an 8-point increase from its previous performance of 65% in the last municipal elections. And this, folks, is not just any ward. Ward 18 is located in a predominantly southern Ndebele area, often referred to as part of the Ndebele Heartland, a region symbolic of ANC legacy support and a barometer for loyalty in Mpumalanga. The outcome here speaks volumes, not only for the ANC's regional strength, but also for the state of South Africa's opposition forces, many of whom are trying to chip away at ANC strongholds. And yet, despite national turbulence, coalition confusion, and declining urban support, the ruling party seems to be digging in deeper where it counts the most, in rural and semi-rural heartlands. Let's break down the numbers first. The ANC secured 73% of the vote, up from 65% previously. The MK Party, led by none other than former President Jacob Zuma, came in second with 15%. The EFF, or Economic Freedom Fighters, dropped sharply to 9%, from a previous 17%. Ndebele, a minor party with regional ambitions, dropped to 1%, after receiving 7% previously. The Labour Party also came in at 1%, showing no significant movement. Voter turnout was 34%, slightly down from 37%, suggesting moderate election fatigue. Now, let's zoom out for a moment and analyze why this result matters. At a national level, the ANC has been battling to maintain its dominance. The May 2024 general election saw the ANC fall below the 50% mark for the first time in democratic South Africa, a historic moment that forced the party into uncomfortable coalition negotiations. And while the ANC has managed to hold on to power at the national level for now, its traditional support base has come under attack from newer parties, most notably Jacob Zuma's MK Party, and to some extent, the EFF. The MK Party's emergence has been nothing short of dramatic. In KwaZulu-Natal, Zuma's home province, the MK Party managed to eclipse the ANC, upending years of political expectations and delivering a stinging blow to the ruling party. But here in Mpumalanga, the picture is different. Despite its national rise, MK only managed to secure 15% of the vote in Ward 18. While that's still a respectable showing, especially for a party that didn't even exist 2 years ago, it's not enough to threaten the ANC's dominance in this region. In fact, it raises important questions about whether MK's appeal is primarily ethnic and regional, tied to Zuma's personal charisma and his Zulu nationalist undertones. The EFF, on the other hand, appears to be losing steam in this particular ward. A drop from 17% to 9% is significant, and it suggests that Julius Malima's message might not be resonating as strongly in Mpumalanga as it once did. Some analysts believe the EFF's confrontational style and lack of local government performance could be contributing factors. But it's not just the numbers that tell the story, it's the voter behavior and political psychology behind them. The 34% voter turnout, while lower than before, still shows that a sizable portion of the electorate remains engaged. But let's not ignore what that 66% of non-voters tells us: disillusionment, fatigue, or possibly even a belief that no party can truly change things. Still, even with turnout sliding, the ANC's increased share tells us something vital: deep-rooted loyalty remains intact in the rural heartlands. These are areas where the ANC is more than just a political party, it is an institution, a legacy, and often, a lifeline. It has embedded itself into the daily lives of communities through local leadership structures, community development projects, and historic connections dating back to the anti-apartheid struggle. Another critical takeaway from this by-election is the fragmentation of the opposition. The MK Party and the EFF are effectively splitting the anti-ANC vote, neutralizing each other's ability to mount a serious challenge. This is a trend we've seen elsewhere in South Africa as well, opposition parties failing to unite, giving the ANC just enough room to retain control, even when their overall support is declining. As for smaller parties like Ndebele and the Labour Party, their support has all but evaporated. It's another reminder that South African politics, though multi-party on the surface, is increasingly becoming a contest between 3 or 4 major forces, with the rest struggling for relevance. And what does this mean heading into 2026? Well, if you're the ANC, the message is clear: your strongholds are your fortress, protect them at all costs. Even as you lose ground in metros and among urban youth, your lifeline lies in rural South Africa. But it also means the ANC can't afford to be complacent. Voter turnout is dipping. National support is declining. And new parties like MK are rising. The fortress may be holding, for now, but the outer walls are cracking. For the MK Party, the result in Ward 18 is a wake-up call. Zuma's charisma might carry them in KZN and among sections of the Zulu population, but expanding nationally will require more than rhetoric and populism. They'll need grassroots structures, policy clarity, and a post-Zuma identity, especially if they want to compete in Ndebele, Pedi, or Tsonga-speaking regions. And for the EFF, this result might signal that its revolutionary message is losing traction, at least in some rural constituencies. Whether this is a temporary dip or a long-term decline remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: they are no longer the only alternative voice to the ANC in many places. In conclusion, Ward may 18th be just one ward, but its political dynamics echo across the country. It illustrates the ANC's ability to hold the line in areas where its legacy still means something. It shows the limitations of MK's regional appeal. And it highlights the ongoing disunity among opposition parties, something that may continue to keep the ANC in power despite its national struggles. The race to 2026 has already begun. And as this by-election shows, it's going to be a marathon, not a sprint. Thanks for watching. If you found this analysis insightful, make sure to give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and let us know in the comments what you think about the results in Ward 18. Do you believe the ANC can hold on to its rural support base? Can MK and the EFF eventually unite to challenge the ruling party more effectively? Or are we heading toward even more fragmentation and political uncertainty? We'll be tracking it all right here. See you next time.